What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants. No hate. Now, I wanted to do this video, and I wanted to talk about a couple of things. I just want to bring something to people's attention because a lot of times people purposely overlook facts just to support an idea of someone being better than someone ducking someone, or whatever it is that makes them feel better, okay, that they want to believe in. Now, let me show you the difference in something. When we talk about two fighters being on the same level, skill-wise, that can be subjective, but for the most part, honest people are always going to just say, hey, this person is better in my opinion. I may like that fighter more, but this person is more skilled, or whatever it may be, right? Honest people will. When people try to tell you they're equals on a popularity level, there's ways to measure these things. There's ways to tell this: ticket sales, pay-per-view buys, all this kind of stuff, right? When people try to tell you I'm in the same seat as you, okay, all of these things can be put to the test. Well, let me show you something. We've been talking about Alicia Baumgartner and Claressa Shields for a while now. Now, if you notice something, okay, and I just want people to just wake up. That's all. Just pay attention to reality, okay? Not this fantasy world that people try to present to you. If you notice something, ever since Alicia Baumgartner saw that video and heard about the video about Claressa Shields being knocked out 5 years, maybe 6 years now with the new year. Okay, I don't remember the month that the video came out, but when it happened, but she didn't show like, okay, for example, if that's a friend of mine, that's someone I got big respect for, we're close, and someone asked me about it, I'm more like, yeah, shit happens, it was sparring, you know. Especially in that situation, I'd have been like, hey, I don't know, since when men like to brag or feel like they accomplished something by knocking out a female, but, you know, yeah, that's all, you know, I'm going to say on that. We're not even going to get into that. What happened, but that was some coward shit. Yeah, knock out a female, like you did something, right? So, bottom line is, Baumgartner didn't speak on that situation in that manner. Okay. If somebody I'm cool with gets knocked out or whatever, however, shit happens, but I'm not gonna be standing smiling about it. And then two, Claressa Shields' response to that video, not Baumgartner's response, not her video, but the video itself. And she said the dude didn't have no pad in his glove. And the guy talking about how Roberto Duran gave him those gloves, so hey, those were like a gift to him and all that shit. Okay. And those gloves were extremely old. Now, people don't want to believe that there was no padding in the glove, right? Because it's Claressa Shields. They hate it. They want to see something happen to her because people are just ignorant and stupid. But that situation, okay, everybody was talking, and not one of these cowardly ass men that's talking shit said, man, okay, so a dude knocks out a female, regardless, pads or no pads or whatever, it's not something to brag about. You see, there's no more rules, right? There's no more street code. There was no more nothing. Now it's cool to put sparring videos up of people getting knocked out, or when you're getting the best of somebody. Now it's cool. People bringing up personal information about each other and all this kind of stuff, and who you screwed and all this goofy shit. But let me tell you something. You hear the word opportunist come out of my mouth, right? And let me show you something. I've seen Claressa Shields on video after video after video after video. Interviews. I got my PFL fight coming up. I got another boxing match that I want to do. I don't know exactly who, but I'm staying busy. Okay? She's making moves. The only thing I see Alicia Baumgartner doing is hopping from trainer to trainer and little short like videos of her training. Okay, fine, she's staying busy, and that's all good. But what I'm saying is, isn't it obvious who's popping right now? Isn't it obvious who's making moves and who's making headlines and who's not? So when I say a person is using another person's name to get mentioned, because now whenever her name pops up, a video with their name is going to pop up in the algorithms regardless. You understand what I mean? Even if it's only Shields' name, Claressa Shields, this and this, but anything with her name in it, when it's tied to Baumgartner, those videos are going to pop up as well. That's why you can have a video right now, have 10,000 views, and within 2 weeks it's up to 25,000, because these videos pop up. So the more her name is coming up in different content, Alicia's name is coming up. But she has nothing going on. Okay, and she's suspended until whatever date, June or July, whatever it was. But bottom line, right? This is exactly what I'm talking about. When you don't have anything going on for yourself and you say things like, she needs me, she has nobody to fight. Yet you have options, but you're calling out the one person that you know wasn't going to come down and wait just to fight you, because it's nothing to gain other than her kicking your ass at a lighter weight. But what is it to gain, right? And I'm going to do it because you're telling me I have to do it? No. You see through all of that, when the smoke clears, it wasn't a contract signing. It was Shields saying, anybody who's not at 160 and you want to come up, come at 154 and I will whoop your ass. Anybody. Is Cyborg trying to go fight at 154? No. And her name came up, right? And she's the same shit, want to tell a person, oh, but you got to come to 147 because I don't have the experience that you... Oh, you remember the face-to-face conversation was different, right? Then all of a sudden, remember, or you don't remember, when Chris Cyborg was trying to fight Ronda Rousey was fighting at 135. Chris Cyborg was at 145. She said, I'm not going up to 145 to fight a cheater. Because remember, Cyborg failed drug test. She said all of that, and she didn't want to fight her. But then when Gina Carano was talking about she's really thinking about coming back, right? And what did Ronda Rousey say? Oh, I would definitely go to 145. It would be an honor to fight Gina Carano. She's my idol. Okay? Cyborg didn't like that. MMA fans in general didn't like that. Ronda Rousey fans particularly didn't care. But bottom line, now here she is, years later, trying to give somebody an ultimatum. What the fuck does Chris Cyborg name do for Claressa Shields? In a boxing ring? Nothing. At all. Nothing. It does nothing for her. Once again, they looked at Fury and Ngannou. They looked at, Ngannou jumped in there and did what he did, and it's like, okay, shit, let's ride this circus, this little circus carousel now of MMA versus boxers. Let's jump in there, right? And pretty much, I'm pretty sure a video package by Chris Cyborg would have been her talking about her accomplishments in MMA and what she's doing and title that she holds now. She's an Invicta, she's here, she's there, and all that. And basically all of this to try to promote what else she has going on outside of boxing as well. Basically. So, but just like Baumgartner, do you see Chris Cyborg in video after video after video after video, interview after it? Nope. 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 And in fact, why did Chris Cyborg stop calling out Katie Taylor's name? Why? You see, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, but Aries, but Shields injected herself in that. Yep, she did. She did inject herself in it. But why can't you go to 154? You walk around like 190 pounds. This is what I'm telling you guys, and I've been saying this shit for the longest. Because boxing has become a joke. We have people like AJ, people like Shields, Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford. There's certain fighters that's trying to uphold boxing, okay, in an honorable and dignified way. But it's not enough of them, to be honest with you. In New Way, you know, you got certain guys that's trying, but it's too many people into boxing that's just into it for the money, and they want to be celebrities. They want to be famous. They want all this fucking. They want it overnight. They don't want to put the work in, but they want to talk like they're some superstar. They have like they're selling out arenas and stadiums, and they're not. Nobody even know half of these people. Then you got guys like Jerron Boots Ennis, who still doesn't have the type of exposure that he deserves. You have an ultra talented guy and showman in Ben Whitaker, but you know, oh, he's going to get knocked out. He's got it. Once again, just bottom line. But the guy's trying to, you know, he's bringing his style. He's doing what he does in the ring. But he's in there fighting at least. Versus these guys who fight on social media. They talk trash. Somebody has a fight. If you fought me like that, I'd have knocked you out, blah, blah, blah. Send the contract. Knowing damn well they're not going to sign a contract. No contract is going to be sent. You got MMA guys and boxers going back and forth on social media and all of this circus nonsense. I say this. When Alicia Baumgartner gets off suspension, don't know who her first fight back will be against. Don't know if she plans on doing anything outside of her weight class or whatever it may be. But ever since she did what she did, if you guys remember, way before Adrian Broner opened his mouth and said what he said, y'all remember the video I made and I said, clearly, this shit can come back and haunt her. She can come back in the ring and get knocked the fuck out and everybody's going to clown her. She can come back and lose a decision. Everybody's going to clown her. Or basically, this is what people are going to get used to her doing. And she can easily find herself in a situation where her own words work against her. Did I not say that shit? Why did I say what I said? It wasn't because she was calling out Claressa Shields. It wasn't because she was calling out another fighter saying she wants to fight. She wants to prove she's the best. It's the way she did it. It's the backstabbing. It's the two-faced, forked tongue. I'm an opportunist. I don't care how cool we were. Fuck this. I want that bag. So stabbing you in the back will bring me closer to anything, even just from having my name mentioned in the same sentence as yours. So be it. That's why. And it's the way she did it. And all the diva Karen shit, sitting up on a plane, recording Claressa when she walks. I mean, what was all of that for? What was all of that for? Now you see what I'm telling you guys. And she's been quiet as a mouse ever since Adrian Broner went on there and did his diva shit and exposed how many dudes that she supposedly slept with and, well, she wasn't sleeping, right? But you know what I'm saying. So all of that, over what? Price of fame ain't no game. And people don't understand this shit. A lot of people get in front of cameras and smile and act certain ways and be having mental health issues and all that. You don't know the type of baggage that these people carry. Boxing needs boxing. It needs to have the poison drained out of it so it can become pure. And that's all we need is boxing. Man, I remember I used to tune in and watch Tuesday night fights. Whatever HBO had going on, whatever Showtime had going on. Then I used to watch kickboxing when they would come on the K1 tournaments. What's that big Hawaiian dude name? Forget his name. Started with a K. Something, Chemo or something. Well, I used to watch, man. I was watching all of this shit. Man, everything. And then little by little, I started watching all this stuff disappear. What happened to K1 tournaments? What happened to this? What happened to that? I used to watch sumo wrestling. I used to watch all that, the Olympic style wrestling, everything. And I started watching it just go away one by one. I started watching all of this other stuff come on, and TV started changing. Everything was changing, and now for boxing to be here and as old as boxing is as a sport, and for it to go so backwards like this drama, reality TV, diva nonsense. It's like watching damn House Lives of Atlanta or some shit. And I don't watch none of them shows. I hate all of those shows. I don't watch nothing. There's a bunch of ignorant, stupid shit going on. People fighting, arguing, bringing their personal business to to an audience, and basically it's fake anyway, because they fuckers tell them what to say and do. So even what might be real is still watered down and have shit that, oh, I want you to do this, and then when she comes back, I want you to throw the glass at. Oh yeah, they do all that. And this is the type of stupid shit that people are into. So somehow people in boxing think like you hear people always say that shit, bad, all press is good press. No, it's not. No, it's not. I mean, for anybody who thinks differently, well, just think about this. You got domestic violence situations being brought into this shit now because it's involving a boxer. So is that good press? That you know only be a wife beater? Huh? Is that good press when you got a guy sitting there calling somebody a fucking a child predator? Is that good press? Is that good press when you getting chased by the police? You understand what I'm saying? Or is that a good press? Is that good press when you're sitting up at a fucking press conference high out your mind, stoned out? No, it's not. It devalues what you are, who you are, and what you're doing. And mature-minded people will flip right past stupid shit. It's the goofballs. See, and the difference is this, right? For a person to really be into a sport, all right? For a person that really like have a real vested interest in something, once it gets tainted and that feeling goes away, they don't want to watch anymore. It's like you hear the term soul music, right? But once that music loses its soul, it's like, what the fuck am I listening to? What is this shit? And guess what? They don't listen anymore. That's for another generation. That's not for me. That shit is garbage. And that's just how it goes. Right? It's 2024 now. I remember around 2019, they were interviewing some rappers from back in the day. Way back in the day. From the beginning, Melly Mel, all the way up to from that era on up. They just had, they would talk about the money. Run DMC, all these people with the money, the differences, and how music is different now, and like what's different, what changed, and what if they could, what would they change to make it better than it ever was, or change it back to the way it was, or whatever. And every one of these rappers said the same, and the interviews wasn't all in the same place, so there was like a compilation where they were being interviewed at different places. So it was not like they were all in the same room, the same building, or anything like that. So what happened is they all said the same thing. They said, well, one thing that's better for the artists now is way more money now. They making way more money now than we were, right? And this was like around 2019 or 2020. Yeah, they getting that bag, and, now a lot of the old school rappers, they tried to be neutral. I ain't gonna hate on the young artists. I love a lot of these young artists, and the young artists that they say that they love is more than likely some underground artists that nobody heard of other than people who listen to the underground. You understand what I mean? But they're not really making any noise. Nobody, even know these songs. Now, when they say that, but they say, oh, but they could be out here robbing, killing, stealing. Well, that's all they put in their music. And then week after week after week after week after week after week after week, for like 2 years, Chicago rapper, young Chicago rapper, dead, killed in his own city. Young Atlanta rapper, dead, killed in his own city. Young New York rapper, dead, killed in his own city. Young Detroit rapper, dead, killed in his own city. And it just so on and so forth, right? North Carolina, Virginia, everywhere. All these rappers getting killed. Rap music is the only form of music that they have insurance policies on their artists. The only. And we know why, don't we? Now, with all that being said, when I say, y'all sitting here trying to play neutral with these young boys and these young girls, listen to their musical, listen to their content. All they talk about is killing niggas, killing bitch ass niggas, fucking bitch niggas up, fucking your bitch, fucking your mom in front of your daughter, all kinds of goofy shit. And then they getting murder charges. They in and out of prison. Then they in and out of jail. Then they end up going to prison. You understand what I mean? Or they end up dead. The saying used to be, Find something you like, get into it, stick with it. The way you're going to end up dead or in jail. Well, they have careers, right? They found a way to make big money, become millionaires, and quick. And they still can't appreciate that. You understand what I'm saying? So they out here screwing up. Now I got money. Oh, I got to show everybody I'm still a real nigga. I'm still that nigga, right? You know, they do the same dumb shit. But nobody has the heart to say, what you doing, you're going to end up dead. You're going to make all this money just to give it right back. And no, you coming into hip-hop, something that we built, and y'all don't want to acknowledge us. Like, fuck us. But if it wasn't for us, y'all would have this platform. That's rebelliousness, and that's why they don't even call it rap music no more. They call that shit drill music, trap music. They don't even call it rap. Yeah. They don't even want it to be associated with rap. I don't feel like you got to none of these people, no. But they don't even know who these rappers are that paved the way for them. They don't care. It's all about the money. It's funny, right? Because if you listen to Melly Mel talk, Melly Mel, you know, he talk like he's the only great rapper alive, and he'll give the nod to like 3 or 4, maybe 5 people, and himself is included, right? As one. He made that song called The Message. Y'all know that shit. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head, right? Right. It's a message in there. And it's called The Message. But they have a female that remixed that shit. She talking about she just want to have a good night, but she's talking about because girls are players too, right? Okay. So you endorse this shit, even though you speak against it. Just saying. And then when all these people are dying, when they're losing their lives, the ones who are saying, y'all got to learn how to start saying no. Y'all got to learn how to start saying this shit y'all doing is bullshit. Nah, y'all just want to coexist and make money too. But they're really dying and losing their lives. You understand what I'm saying to you? So sitting there pouring out liquor for the dead homies and talking about wearing t-shirts that say R.I.P. Pop Smoke and what, that shit ain't bringing them back. When you're gone, you're gone. Case in point, even old heads can be opportunists. And we're in a situation right now, sit back and listen to these people talk. And they talk about negativity and what they don't like. And it's like, yeah, but you made a song with people that do the same shit you talking about. Yeah. You endorse one of your songs to somebody who you talking about peace and love. They talking about killing niggas and fucking bitches and gang banging bitches and putting date rape drugs in their drink and all that. Yeah. And you endorse that. So I made that reference because I know that's like, okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, right. And that's crooked. Right. So my point, would you trust a backstabber? Would you trust someone that you watch stab somebody in the back and people around them going, hey man, you got to get that money? They're letting you know. I'd stab you in the back too. See, I deal with real shit. I keep good people around me. I don't hang with anybody that I feel I got to do this to. If I got to do that, nah, I don't want you around me. Simple. And I'm just as raw off camera as I am on. I don't sugarcoat. I mean, you know, I'm not going that way. Nah, no, I'm going your way. I'm just not giving you a ride, man. That's all. Simple. So if you ever see me out here walking, just keep driving, let me walk. Same way. Just saying. So all of this going on, and you look at these different fighters right now. Look, man, we heard Mario Barrios was supposed to step up and fight Jerron Boots Ennis, right? We heard this shit like 3 months ago. We keep hearing all these different fights that's supposedly happening. Now I know a lot of people, yeah, but you know Netflix just got their deal, got a deal with boxing, you know, PBC with Amazon Prime, and you know different business mergers and things going on. I get all of that, but things are just different. I'm telling you this. These boxing personalities don't care anything about no goddamn legacy. All they care about is that they are making money. Okay? That's all they care about. And it's funny to me, but not funny in a good way. More of a hysterical, like, you gotta be shitting me type way. Like I told you, even watching Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. A week before Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight was announced, I was watching this episode of Mike Tyson's Hot Boxing with Ric Flair, and they was in there smoking weed, him and Rick, smoking, getting high. Mike was just on somebody else's interview. He was high as fuck out of his mind. He talking about taking mushrooms. He got some shit that's shaped like an ear, all this kind of goofy shit, the gummies and all that. I mean, anything that gets you high. And all I hear people saying is Mike look happy. Mike look like he's living his best life. Yo, I'm so proud of Mike. I'm happy for Mike. Mike. Right. And the fact of the matter is, he did something. He's doing something that I said to you guys about Jake Paul. I said Jake Paul just want to fight people who are far removed from their prime, but has respect on their name. And he beat them, he's going to speak about them as if he beat that person in their prime. This ignorant generation don't understand that. And as time goes on, he'll have that person's name on the lose column on his resume to say he beat that person. And then when he starts naming these guys, he's naming these guys as if he's really an elite fighter. See? Jake Paul knows how to dress shit up. Like, for example, right? You lose to Fury, but then you turn around after losing to Tommy, you go knock out some meatball. Oh, Jake Paul. So nobody's talking about the Tommy situation anymore. Now all of a sudden, guess what? It's Mike Tyson. And like I said, don't be shocked if he called Roy Jones out next. And remember, Roy is like a little bit, think what, three? He's a little bit younger than Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? So bottom line, don't be shocked. This is what he's doing. But like I said, he won't fight Francis Ngannou, who's 38 years old and has less fights than him. No, he won't. He knows what he's doing. But people within boxing, oh, he's great for the sport. He's bringing eyes to the sport. No, as I said before, what he's doing for the female portion of it, okay, cool. But all of this diva shit that's going on, you know, and even when I think about Alicia Baumgartner's situation, right? And I'm not saying he did or somebody else did. Maybe it was strictly her idea. Well, how do we know somebody like Jake Paul ain't getting her in and say, hey, listen, you know, you're a great fighter. You got a lot of potential. And right now, I mean, shoot, man, you can mess around and become, you know, undisputed in 3 weight classes just like Claressa Shields did. But you got to make some noise. Call her out. Who's to say that somebody didn't do that? But you see what I'm saying to you is when you're an opportunist, when you're money hungry, you don't care. You don't care. I heard a dude talking the other day on some stupid ass interview. And this dude said, let me tell you something, man. I've been gang banging since I came out the womb. Nigga, I love this flag before I love my mama. You understand what I'm saying? So my whole thing is this. Anything I do it with it for a reason. He said, so my mama told me plain and simple, I ain't bring you in this world to be no bitch, right? So for me, that's exactly what I'd be if I'm going to put my mama, you know what I'm saying, before principles. So bottom line is like, if I knew who killed my own mother, killed my father, killed my brother, I wouldn't snitch. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't no snitch. That's one. So I stand on principle. 2, if my mama was in the way of me getting that bag, you know what I'm saying? I got to do what I got to do. Dude go, wait, you said you kill your own mother. He said, all I'm saying is, bruh, my mama don't come before my money. Like I said, yeah. And like I told you, when you hear one dummy talk one way, and you go, this is a crazy motherfucker. A couple of days later, week later, whatever, you hear somebody else talking the same kind of shit. Another week, somebody else. And you know what happens? You go, this is some bullshit. And you don't even want to watch this shit anymore. But you know what's happening? While you're not paying attention anymore, this shit is spreading just like a disease. And before you know it, that's the mindset. Have you not been watching the news, all these, have you not seen teenagers stabbing their moms and their dads to death while they're sleeping. You hate your mom and your dad, and you actually wait till this bitch go to sleep. Wait till he go to sleep. Yeah, go get a big ass, boom, boom, boom. Cut the throat first, everything. And all of it is the same shit. It's that evil mindset. It's that two-faced backstabbing shit, but people don't see this shit. And this is what I'm saying. That's why when shit comes back to you, whether you going to rot in a prison somewhere or whether you die young or you end up a paraplegic, if you had a presence of mind to sit there and lay and think, why me? Why this happened to me? Why not you? Because the same way you ain't have mercy on other people, or the same way you was quick to stab other people in the back, you're not worth shit. Basically. You're not worth shit. And this is where, like I said, as a sport, I'm not entertained by all these stupid antics. So when I got some young dummy talking about, oh man, this is just entertainment, man. You know, we need this to promote the fight. No, we don't need all this dumb shit to promote a fight. If Alicia Baumgartner would have did to some rapper what she did to Shields, it's more than likely somebody would have shot her. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Everything is not all about money. And if you got to go about it that way, that's desperate and it's two-faced and it shows you're not nearly what you think you are. I'm going to give you an example of something, right? I was watching the movie with my son the other day. Mike Epps was in the movie. Mike Epps died within like maybe, I'm saying 5 or 10 minutes of the movie. He didn't get to do nothing. Stand around and giggle a little bit. That was that. He's the first person to die in the movie. The movie, like first, you know, so I said, that goes to show you, he's not as big a star, right, as people think. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you got a big name like that, now some people will make what they call a cameo appearance, but he died in the movie. All right? And he didn't do anything memorable. Like I said, just giggling, laughing, standing around. I think they was at some barbecue or something on this scene in the movie. And he got in the ambulance and pulled off and boom. Madam Web, that's what we were watching. Okay, if y'all didn't see that, her superpower is she can see, she get premonition. She sees stuff before it actually happened. She's telling them not to get in the ambulance, let me drive, because she saw it happen before it actually happened. But bottom line, dude was in the movie for like 5 or 10 minutes. And he was out of there. And he didn't get to do anything. The most memorable thing he did in that movie was died. You understand what I'm saying? Perception, right? Oh, Mike Epps, yeah, he one of the big. No. He's not one of the biggest Hollywood actors out there. No, he's not. What did he name his last stand-up? I'm about to sell out. Because this, yeah, straight up this honest shit or this straight up being real shit ain't paying, right? Okay. So, this is what I'm saying, though. Perception. And people get influenced by dumb shit. And you see the situation with him and Shannon Sharp? And he stood up on stage and said, Shannon Sharp called me trying to get me to come on the show. I ain't gonna be listening to that, looking at my damn balls and shit and all, right? Now the crowd, and the thing about comedians is people don't know when they telling the truth or not, but they laugh at everything that they say. Shannon Sharp got heated at him, right? And the funny thing was, Shannon Sharp addressed it and said, nah, because he lied. Now, he went through all this, when I see you, it's on site, blah, blah, blah. Shannon Sharp was always losing his cool and wanting to fight people, right? But Mike Epps admitted that he called Shannon Sharp and left a message in his DM trying to get on the show. This is right after he had Cat Williams on there. And Cat Williams sat there and snitched on everybody and told everybody's personal business and did all the shit that years ago he spoke against. Right? All you seen, it was Monique, D.L. Hughley, Cat Williams, Mike Epps, Faison Love, everybody whose name came up. Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, all these people. At some point, you saw them on some video talking about how black people got to stick together. Now you see all these black people going at each other. And Mike Epps even lied and said Shannon Sharp tried to get, Cat Williams to talk crazy about him, but he didn't. Shannon Sharp wasn't trying to instigate anything. The only thing Shannon Sharp did that I found to be some pussy shit, and it wasn't respectable, is when he told Mike Epps, when I see you, it's on site, and I'm going to see if you really about that life. Because I watched that man sit there across the table from Skip Bayless, and Skip Bayless basically belittled him and destroyed him over, what was the Patriots quarterback? Peyton Manning or whatever, not Peyton Manning. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whatever the fuck his name is. The Patriots old quarterback. They just went and won all these fucking championships. Not Peyton Manning, whatever. Bottom line, he sat there and went through all of this shit. And then Shannon Sharp took his glasses. He said, put your glasses back on. Like, and where was all that? It's on site. Where was all that? I'm going to see you. I'm going to do this. No, why you ain't wait till them cameras went off and jack up Skip Bayless? See, this is the shit I be talking about. How people pick and choose their battles. But yet, it's so easy to just talk shit to certain people. So, the point that I'm making to everybody is, this isn't just a boxing thing. This isn't just an Alicia Baumgartner thing. This shit is happening all over, all around. It's a mindset that people are adapting to. Like, it's cool now to be a scumbag. It's cool to be two-faced. Okay? There was a rapper who named himself Pooh Shiesty. You know what the word shiesty means? An untrustworthy person. Right? Yeah. Someone cannot be trusted, sneaky, full of guile. Yeah. And you name yourself Pooh Shiesty. Got killed anyway. And this is what I'm saying. Everything is attached to some kind of evil, some kind of killer, murderer. You know, everything violent, everything negative. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever happened to this women empowering each other and women uplifting each other, right? You see what I'm saying to y'all? It's just starting to sink in. Do you see the 360 I'm giving you? It's just everything. Everything. I don't give a fuck. I will do whatever I have to do to get ahead. That's the mentality, y'all. Why do you think so many people disagree when I'm talking shit like this? Because they feel like I'm talking about them. Well, punk ass, if the fucking shoe fits, wear it. Simple. Why do you think so? You think I ain't been on this fucking earth and ain't learned nothing? You don't think I see shit before it happens? To me, it's as easy as if I said to you, if you were standing, any one of you watching this video, if you were standing in front of me and I said, "Would you hand me that pen?" What if I said, "Yo, hand me that fucking pen"? Is that not, you don't understand the difference in my tone and my aggression and how I'm saying this to you? Okay, it's that easy. Just like when I just did the video and said Francis Ngannou was making excuses and he's trying to say that he was drugged. There's about 30 fucking channels that's now saying the same shit. Maybe somebody else did say it. I don't know. But point is, ain't it funny though? But I was tripping. No, I wasn't tripping. I know exactly what he said. So, bottom line, I'm listening to him. In the first video I made, I didn't say that part. But I'm listening and I watched him and it was the second video I watched. He was being interviewed. The first video was just him sitting there recording himself. And when I watched that video, I'm like, this man is sitting here trying to say he never dealt with this. Somehow he just feels sleepy. He don't know what happened. I never experienced it. And he don't remember nothing from the second round. And that's when I'm like, this motherfucker's trying to say that somebody drugged him. So when I made the first video and said, don't start making excuses, Francis, I know I done seen this movie before. And this video is going to turn into a second video and another, and it's going to be, and then people going to cover this. Everybody's going to talk to you, and it's going to be excuse, all this shit. And what did we get, y'all? Yeah, because that's exactly what happened, isn't it? I guess it's wrong to be a man and identify yourself as one. It's wrong to be a woman and identify yourself as one. It's wrong to teach your son that he's a boy. It's wrong to teach your daughter that she's a girl. So if I want to walk down the street with a fucking monkey, and you say, oh, that's such a cute little monkey, first of all, don't disrespect me, and don't disrespect him like that. Any fool can see that this is a mountain goat, okay? I don't want you calling it a monkey, okay? It's a mountain goat, because I want it to be, and I said so, and you will respect that. That's where society is going right now. Nothing's right and wrong anymore. We're all just beings. There's no such thing as boy, girl, man, woman. Let me tell y'all something. That's why I get disgusted when I hear men, so-called men, get so offended and getting their feelings because a female say some shit. I ain't even talking about a female, like I said, not jumping in your face, touching you, doing nothing. Just basically saying what she can do or what she thinks she can do. And all of a sudden, y'all quick to want to fight a female. But then y'all punk asses sit there and completely ignore guys that's saying the same shit about you. You understand what I mean? And see, just for the record, okay, because I'm a realist. That's why I do videos like this. Because I'm talking real shit. Had a situation where something was about to happen between a boy and a girl. I intervened, diffused that shit, made it come to a complete stop that shit. Now, we're going to knock this out. But, he's not respecting her. And let me tell you what it is. It's real simple, okay? The girl lives her life as a dyke. She don't like to be called her. She gets highly offended. When the parents was talking, the police was there, and I said plain and simple, let me tell you something right now. How you raise your daughter, the type of things she do, y'all do, that's your business. I don't care. But when you start thinking everybody else is supposed to see you in this imaginary way that you want to be seen, this is where you are not only being unrealistic, but you're damaging her. Because I'm going to tell you something. She's talking shit to this boy. And he's not calling her or him, right? She's threatening to do something like you said, all right, you come over, I'm going to knock your ass out. I said, nah, if he knock her the fuck out, the first thing gonna come out your mouth, but she's a girl. Everybody got quiet. And the cop, one of them was a female, even shook her head like, and well, I said what I had to say. And that shit was diffused when the cop said, look, bottom line is you can't go around threatening people. And even though you like to be called him, it seems to me that you're using the fact that you are a born female as a way of trying to be masculine and get tough and arrogant and, jump into people's faces. Okay? And you can't do that. Now, if he would have picked her up and dumped on her motherfucking head, that's the first thing would have came out of him. But she's a girl, you can't. Oh, but just on a regular, she's a boy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So my thing is, it's offensive to see a born female and refer to that person as her. To see a born male and refer to him as a him but don't look at me. My name is no longer Carl, it's Carla. Just saying. Okay, you changed your name. All right, you changed your appearance. You still can't have a baby. You still won't get a fucking monthly period. You're not a female. I'm just being real. I don't give a fuck what you want to be called. Okay, I can sit here and tell y'all might not know it. Y'all call me Aries Zodiac, but I'm really Zeus. Okay, if you believe it, then you believe it. And this is why you got so many idiots walking around here believing in creatures. Believing that there's really 7-foot flying. You see the new thing they got now on YouTube? Some big hairy flying beast. I'm like, yeah, I know. I told people a long time ago, check out Project Bluebeam and you'll see a lot of the shit that they're responsible and capable of. Project Bluebeam. That's a NASA program, okay? At the end of the day, though, all I'm saying, when I speak about things, I speak from the heart. If Alicia Baumgartner was sitting here right now and she said, so what did I do or say that you got a problem with? I would tell her, it's not that I have a problem with any of it because you didn't do it to me. But as a fighter, I always respected your ability in the ring. I don't know you personally, but what you did to Claressa with the backstabbing doesn't say anything about you in a good way. Now, how do you get behind a fighter? Okay, that's an opportunist. You calling people broke. You from a fucking poor city. You didn't grow up having much. Now all of a sudden, your shit don't stink. Now you talking about people, same way I said about Bill Haney, out there giving food to the homeless, but then you out here fucking calling people broke and making fun of somebody's financial situation. You understand what I mean? Now, no matter how much of a fucking buffoon Adrian makes of himself, the point what I'm saying is, and especially for y'all to be black people talking about how y'all grew up and Devin, you know, Bill being proud that Devin didn't take the route that he went on and that he wanted a better life for him. So now you go to calling somebody broke. That's your line of defense. You understand what I mean? And what did that get you with Adrian? Him telling everybody how many dudes you screwed in boxing. So what did you accomplish by stabbing her in the back? So the question is not what I got a problem with. The question should be you looking in the mirror, trying to asking yourself, why did you do what you did? Because bottom line is, you look like an untrustworthy opportunist to me. That's exactly what I would tell her. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't care if she wouldn't like it. I don't care if she disagrees with it. That's what she did. I wouldn't meet her. Alicia. Nope. No, she's just another fucking person. Same way I see the chick that give me my food when I go get my steak and eggs and all that. I don't see her no different from how I see her. That's all. We all have a different occupation. That's all. Yeah, but that's what I would do. If I ever interview a fighter, I promise you all right now, and I think anybody that's been following me know, I would never interview somebody like I'm in awe. Oh my, it's an honor. I'm privileged. I can't, oh my, nope. No. Nope. It wouldn't go like that. There's no kissing your ass and trying to make you bigger than life and I'm, oh my God, nah, no. It's more of a conversation like we sitting up in the barbershop chilling. That's what it would sound like. You understand what I mean? It would be a different vibe, a different tone. And either people going to say, I love what Aries is doing, or I don't like what he's doing. Cause man, he don't, like you supposed to, 7-time world champion, greatest fighter of all time, bar none. I mean, this guy is just done it all. It's an honor and a privilege. I mean, nah, it's not what I do. That's not what I do. It's not who I am. So, you know, I don't really have any interest in interviewing fighters because they're not going to get that shit from me. You know, there's nothing wrong for me to state 2-time world champion, this, that, whatever we have, you know, whatever, you know, but like, that's as far as it goes. You understand what I mean? So we're going to talk, we're going to have a conversation. This is not a let me kiss your ass situation. I don't do that shit, man. So, and humble people wouldn't even want that. They wouldn't even want that. Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to get this video out because, you know, I see so much happening around, like just, you know, I think more people watch YouTube than they watch regular TV, with the exception of like Netflix and stuff like that. But in between, I believe more time is spent right here on YouTube. And you see all these videos coming up, man, like the people belief systems, the mindset that people have. People are weird. They're weird. You know, when I did the video about Ryan Garcia, somebody went in the comment section and said, oh, to be an atheist, you just preached the whole sermon or whatever. And I looked, and I giggled. I said, yeah, that's the climate. This is the lack of understanding. No, you call it preaching. Wasn't preaching at all. The point is, I went to church all my life. I studied the Bible. I studied the Quran. Okay? For decades of my life. Not just read it, but study, strict it down, back and all this, right? And what I'm telling Ryan Garcia and anybody else that does that type of shit that he's doing. You guys claim to be Christians. You claim to be religious people, righteous people, and all this shit. Look at your actions. People think just going to church, paying a tithe and offering, or some people don't even go to church, but they just think because they're saying in God's name and they pray at a certain time during the day and they read scripture that's nothing. That's nothing. I could sit here and read scriptures, pray, and then go out and rape somebody. Does me reading the scripture and praying change that? I could sit here and read scriptures and pray, go out and shoot somebody. Does that change anything? So I'm just going to come home or go to church and secretly pray for forgiveness because I know what I did, even though nobody else does. So now you're all sitting in the midst of a raping murderer, right? A raping murderer. But y'all don't know because the suit and tie fools you and I'm sitting up here waving my hands in the air and all that. Right. Look at the lifestyle that these people live. If you study the Bible, you know that this entertainment shit, all this shit is not of God anyway. And it amazes me how fighters sit there and pray, I thank the Lord for victory and all this and this and this. So you got starving people in this world. You have rape, murders going on. You got people with poisoned water. People can't eat. People can't feed their kids. But God is up there eating popcorn, watching the boxing. Come on, come on. I'm going to make him win. That's what God is doing, huh? All this goofy shit that people say and do. It's programmed in you to say certain things. And my point is, they don't even know where their religions come from. They're not living the life that they claim. And basically, when you in time of need, you turn to God, not drugs, not alcohol. Okay? So even like when AJ says things like, and the thing is, he doesn't even mean harm. But when he says things like religion is a touchy situation, so it's like instead of like for me, I'll tell that person, teach me about your religion so I can learn about your religion. And you know, you can learn about mine, and that's how we all grow. No. The Bible gives specific instructions on what God says, how he wants you to follow and worship him. Specific instructions. And following another religion, following another so-called God, because different religions believe in different gods. Different people that believe in the Bible, that say they believe in the Bible, believe in different things, and then they don't believe in this, but they believe in that. It's a lot of shit. So no, them teaching you what they believe doesn't make you a better person. Doesn't bring you closer to any said God. You understand what I mean? So the best thing to do is just, I have no comment on nothing. People do what they do. Everybody believe what they believe, and I believe what I believe. That's all. But when you try to play neutral, no, you can't. You can't. Okay? And for those who might still be in the dark, you can't say, I'm a Baptist and I'm a Muslim. You know, you're one or the other. Okay? So bottom line is this. When people claim that they have proof of something and then they don't show it, like how we was basically questioning Deontay and his team, because his entourage, rather, because they kept saying they had proof and they never presented anything, right? I'm the same way with the Bible. I'm the same way with the Quran. Give me chapter and verse where it says that. Let's break it down. I'm going to make you look stupid and show you exactly why you don't know what you're talking about. And every time it happens, I have people going, I never seen that before. I didn't know that was there. Or, well, but no. Don't give me your opinion. I'm giving you what this verse says and what it means. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Being able to dig into your memory bank and be able to recite verses without reading it. Okay, you have a photographic memory. That doesn't mean you understand what the fuck you're reading. And it doesn't mean that you understand that if you don't understand it, then you can't explain it properly. So you're sitting up in the church with ministers that don't know shit. Okay? They don't. You're basing your salvation on this. Okay? This isn't like subscribing to Netflix. It's either Netflix or Hulu. You know what? I don't want this shit no more. I'm unsubscribing. Right? Okay. No, this is about your so-called salvation. So what I'm saying to you is, if I didn't have the knowledge, I couldn't speak on it. I wouldn't speak on it. Okay? And this is always somebody wanting to put God in something, and God this and God that. Has nothing to do with this weird behavior that you're showing. You understand what I'm saying? You getting high, getting drunk has nothing to do with God. None of that shit is of God. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's not preaching. That's just using common fucking sense. That's all. People talk. You have a pastor. Do you guys know who William Murphy is? William Murphy, if you don't know him, go on YouTube, type in William Murphy leads his congregation in a dancing to hip hop music. They're in church, and he's gotta walk it out. Remember that rap song, Walk It Out? And they talk about getting the head and everything in that song. And William Murphy's up here, got them sitting up here dancing and all that. And then when he's looking around, and for those who wasn't dancing, he says, "Y'all too saved for me." Self-explanatory. See, people don't like the truth, y'all. This is grown-up talk right here. This is for intellectual individuals who have a brain in their head, who have a conscience, who have love in their heart and understand, yeah. Because you know what? As I told you, I could sit here like any other asshole and tell just a bunch of bullshit just to get more subscribers and more viewers a lot quicker. I could have done that a long time ago. I know what to do. That's just not who I am. It's not who I am. And when people don't understand the difference between right and wrong anymore, you know, like I see people doing things that I know I wouldn't do. I don't have to speak on it. I walk past things. If I have to address something, then I will. But it's always the ones who's doing the dirt always want to point fingers at other people. I ain't the only one. Okay, so you just admitted that you're one of them. And all of this shit that goes on. Where are the grown adults at? Huh? Where are the grown adults? You know, elephants, giraffes, rhinos, silverbacks, lions, tigers, right? These animals are all out in the jungle, right? Hyenas. They're out here looking for food. But they looking around, right? They looking for other predators. They looking for the competition. Because we got to get to that food before them. Is it enough for us to take on them now, right? So the smaller animals got to fight in packs to defeat the bigger animals. But bottom line, they understand the assignment, right? In this climate, it's like I said this before to you guys. When I look around, I really feel like I'm walking and I'm this big elephant. And I look around and I know I can kick anybody else's ass in this jungle. But there's competition out here. I don't see no rhinos though. I don't see the giraffes. I don't see no silverbacks. All I see is butterflies, little cute hummingbirds, worms. You understand me? Caterpillars, that's all I see. What happened to the real stand-up men and women? Where y'all go? And I have some of them on this channel, and that's real. Salute y'all, you know? But we are a small group compared to the world. And that's on any channel. What's sad, you can go on every channel just to hear what people are talking about. And it's the responses I look for. And how delusional and detached from reality people are. It says everything. So, you know what I'm saying? And let me say this. I don't wish harm on none of these people. Some people, I just wish they'd go away so we don't have to see them anymore because they're tainting something that we love to watch, okay? And participate in. But, you know, aside from that, you know, you're doing me no personal harm. But you're untrustworthy. And it's wrong. And it takes an honest, decent person to say I was wrong for the way I did that. I shouldn't have did that way. Nah, in this climate, it's like, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck that nigga. I don't give a fuck. That's what it is. So, what people will do is get quiet and disappear and just leave it alone. So the next time you see them, hopefully it's a different conversation. But yeah, I'm not wishing no harm on Alicia Baumgartner. You know, and like I said, from day one, I was pulling for her to win no matter who she fought against. Now, Shields, the same thing. But this is a situation, like I said, man, I don't like backstabbing. I just don't like it. I don't like the two-faced shit. And I know opportunists when I see them. hopefully for her, she learns more than just to shut her mouth. She learned that she did something wrong. And she tried to do it by any means necessary. And it backfired. But at the end of the day, we don't know. None of these motherfuckers got to change for me. Because like I said, what they do don't bother me personally. But I'm going to speak the truth. And I'm not going to bite my tongue. And on some real shit, I've talked to so many people, the same way I'm talking right now. And they don't like it when you getting in their ass. But you know what? I've had so many people come to me and say, hey, yo, Aries, man, good looking. Come give me a hug and everything. Like, nah, I understand where you was coming from. You not helping people just by telling them what they want to hear. You understand what I'm saying? And this is a situation where for people to act like they're so stupid, they don't understand what's wrong with what she did. But you turn around and go, oh, man, we need this for the entertainment. No, we don't need this bullshit. We don't. We really don't. I just watched Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney had one of the most childish, uneventful, stupidest press conferences I've ever seen. And I made a video. I spoke about it. I made a short clip video about it. I mean, it really just sounded like two elementary school kids sitting there arguing over absolutely nothing. That time when we sparred and I knocked you out, or that time I hurt you, you ran from me, or that time, you know, I was throwing rocks at you and you were scared to fight me. That remember in the second grade, I mean, it was just like I said in that video, it didn't feel like two men getting ready to go in there, two warriors getting ready to go in there and do battle. It just sounded like two little fucking kids that was, they were at after school detention. The teacher left the room and they just start, yeah, that's why that time I was about to fuck you up. Yeah, and you ran like a little bitch. That's what it seems. It's like, what the fuck? And Devin Haney's a fighter. I respect Devin as a fighter. Want to see him win. But once again, he was involved with some childish bullshit. Him and Ryan just sound like a bunch of little kid bitches. Little kitty bitches just sit there arguing over nothing. And I'm just like, damn, what the fuck happened to boxing, man? I mean, don't get me wrong, boxing has always had some sort of bullshit with it. Always. But goddamn. I mean, they went from looking like immature grown men to looking like immature little kids. This shit, I mean, that shit would make me, if anything, it would make me not want to watch the fight. Like, I wouldn't even take it serious. If I didn't know who Devin Haney was, I'd be like, either one of them. You understand? Like, fuck, I want to watch this bullshit for. I don't need that. Once again, AJ and Francis Ngannou press conference was nothing like that with each other. You know, with the exception of Francis, like I said, him making that comment to Fury about you're lucky you're protected by the rules of boxing bullshit. But I mean, their shit wasn't, you know, back and forth, slandering and all that, you know, and Ngannou tried to talk a little slick. You know, initially, in the very first one, talking about he heard AJ got a weak chin, he wanted to test his chin out and all that. But, you know, it's funny because they went in there and the landlord said, I'm about to evict you from my house. And that's what he did. So, yeah, my point. You don't need all that bullshit to deliver in the ring. And part of the problem is most of the time people talk all this shit, the fight doesn't live up to the hype. Look at all the shit Regis Prograis talked. It was a one-sided ass kicking. Yeah, so it is what it is. But yeah, I like to talk real shit, man. So sometimes people, most of the time, I see people sitting and do these 3-4, man, I ain't got that kind of time. 3-4 hour lives talking about a bunch of nothing. Just going along with whatever. Go along, get along game. Let me tell the people what they want to hear. And they go sit there and rant and rave about everything. But it's like, where's the grown-up part of the video? Let me know when you want to start talking grown-up shit so I can just go straight to that. Because right now you're just talking rubbish about nothing. So, anyway, I'm about to close this video because I said what I needed to say. And just you know, again, it's not like somebody make a bad decision. It ain't like she killed nobody or nothing, whatever. But, I mean, that was some two-faced shit. And I don't like two-faced people. You know, like I said, I don't know her personally. I don't have to. But her actions, that was some bullshit. And, you know, coming from, you know, where you come from, you don't ever forget where you come from. Like, you know, there's always, when you step up, there's always thousands of people more unfortunate just the same way you was, or even worse. And now you come up out of that, and all of a sudden, you know, like I said, your shit don't stink. Now all of a sudden, you calling people broke, and you can't argue with broke people. Like, wow, I mean, you're talking about more than Adrian. Adrian's one person, broke people. So, that's your term now. Sadiddy, you know, that's what you know, that I'm better than you mentality. I'm like, nah, I don't fuck with people like that. I can't. So, you know, whatever happens, happens. I don't feel remorse for somebody that I know look down on people. I don't. So, like I said, if lessons is learned, it's more than just keeping your mouth closed. It's how you think and see things. And if you don't think that what you did was wrong, yeah, then you're a scumbag. And I got to be real. Because that was some scumbag shit. You know, anytime I see scumbag shit and I speak on it, I'm not selective. I don't care who's doing it. Once again, oh man, I thought you liked Devin as a fight. I do. So what the fuck that mean? I can't tell the truth? I'm supposed to whatever Devin do. Ha, Devin wildin'. Nah, fuck, I know. No, you always hear me speak on Devin's, you know, good on his behalf for what he does in that ring. I don't care who the fuck you are. I'm going to speak the truth. So if I'm saying, you know, Devin being a Muslim, all them fucking diamonds on his teeth and shit and all this, and cursing and swearing and calling you niggas and all this shit and bitch ass niggas, and you're a Muslim, this is what I'm saying to you. All these people now, Jarrell Miller, all these people, what I say? He over there hugging and crying and all that, and he calling people bitch ass niggas and telling people to suck his dick, and this is what Muslims do now? This is what so-called holy men do? What righteous men do? No, it's a fad. It's become a thing to do. It's cool to be a Muslim. It's cool to rock that little beanie and all that, and yeah, and you know, say these little sayings and all that, but no. In here, what have you changed? What's evolved about you in a righteous way, in a better way, in a more positive? Nothing. So this is what I'm saying to you. All that hollering out Allahu Akbar and all this and Inshallah and talking about in Jesus' mighty name and all. So what? You say all that shit. So fucking what? So what? Your lifestyle. Now I'm about to close the video. See, I be wanting to, that's why I see, and my man, he keep telling me that I gotta do lives, man. I want to do them so bad, man. But like, and I could have did a live now. See, I don't be meaning to go as long as I do sometime, but the shit I be wanting to say just keep coming, and it's like, all right, let me get it out. Well, let me make this one last point, then I'm closing this video. Gotta go get some food in the belly. Okay, a quick little example to you guys. Okay, and I'm pretty sure you get it. I know who gets it, and then you always got people that don't get it, which, whatever. You ever see this episode of Sanford and Son? When Lamont decided he wanted to embrace his Africanism, and Rollo got involved, and what was the name? He said his new African name was Kalunda, right? And Rollo was Oyamo, and I forget what the female's name was, Olaia or something like that. But anyway, when Lamont brought them over, he was disrespecting Fred. Pop, you want to get some refreshments, or do I got to remind you of anything? And arguing with him in the kitchen, and just taking cheap shots, no patience, real like temperamental with him. And basically when they came out the kitchen, you know how Fred and Lamont would go in there and argue, then come out smiling like nothing happened, like they don't realize everybody heard them in there arguing, right? You remember when they sat down, and she's like, "Come on, Kalunda, we have to go," right? The female, and Lamont was like, "Oh, you don't have to go. My father always acts like this." And she said, "It's not your father's behavior, Lamont. It is yours." And she said, "If you were raised in Africa, if you did that in Africa, you'd have been beaten." Fred was like, "I wish I had you in Nigeria. I'd have knocked you out." Now, remember all of that. What did she tell Lamont? The importance of the way he was treating his father. And also, what did she tell him? Don't mistake a hairstyle and dashikis for Africa, because it isn't. The clothes you can change, okay? It's the heart that you have to change. The heart, okay? And me adding to that, it's the mindset. And if you don't change this, this won't change. Do you understand? And in here, your gut instincts will never act upon what you're supposed to. You'll always go the wrong direction, even though you know. That's why people do something like, I knew I shouldn't have did that. How many times you hear people say that? I knew I shouldn't. Yeah, you felt it wasn't the right thing, but you just took a chance with it. But that was the bottom line. And this is what I'm saying. Nothing changes about these people. And they are talking all this Inshallah, Allahu Akbar, in Jesus' mighty name, and all this because why? They have money. They're successful on this level and they can do different things. But they're arrogant, they're egotistical, okay? Mr. Abdullah Wahid, who the hell calls him that anyway? Javante Tank Davis, what did he say? When he was offered an opportunity to come in Saudi to fight for big money, his egotistical, arrogant ass said, y'all better have me 2 Ferraris parked outside of my house just to get me to come there. Y'all don't see what I see? Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings it out to people. And I will catch y'all on the next video.